Welcome to the Random Ass Podcast. I'm your random asshole, Christopher Steele.
The random asshole, Steele-Rhoads. Welcome to the show. Start with hidden gems.
Yep.
I'll just come right out the gate. I'm gonna pick an old album. The artist and the album are the same. It's called Black Mass Lucifer. It is an all Moog organ album. It is really friggin' good, but you have to be really friggin' high to enjoy it. But that's my hidden gem for this.
All right.
This week.
I wasn't really thinking on hidden gems, so.
Yeah, because there's so much to cover in this episode.
Yeah, there's a lot. I will go with more of a forgotten.
That's why it's hidden.
Big. The motion picture with Tom Hanks.
Yeah, that's not even forgotten. That is a good hidden gem. Like, a lot of people forget about it. Yeah, it is kind of forgotten. It is like people don't remember Tom Hanks used to be funny.
Right. Well, he started off with Bosom Buddies, didn't he?
Yeah.
Do you have anything before that?
No, I'm pretty sure that was his big step in, because like the movie that came out of that was Turner and Hooch.
I thought his first.
Or actually, his first movie did come before that. It was
Splash.
Bachelor Party.
Then Splash.
Then Splash. Then Bosom Buddies, and then Turner and Hooch. I do believe. Great. Now I gotta go look. At
You're like, God damn it! I know Splash was one of his
yeah,
early ones.
it really is.
Big is referenced in Shazam.
Right.
Actually.
Okay, I take that all back. He is. He started on stage, oddly enough. I did not know that. He started doing shit in the 70s on stage. And his first thing happens in 80 in film called He Knows You're Alone. And also in 80 he did an episode of The Love Boat. Bosom Buddies was his next TV thing after that in 81. 81? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it does. It ran a long time.
80 to 82. Okay, that's more like it.
What?
Bosom Buddies. It ran from 80 to 82. I'm like, 81 doesn't sound right for that. Splash was his second movie. Bachelor Party came out in 84 as well. So those were both after Bosom Buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bosom Buddies basically was his start.
I'm going to have to throw another, like, an honorable mention because you brought up Tom Hanks. Dragnet the movie. Tom Hanks and Dan Aykroyd. That is friggin' hilarious. My favorite part is when they're looking for the bat at the zoo. And Dan Aykroyd asks the question, what's the estimated dry weight of the bat?
And
The bat is not drugs, bro. The estimated dry weight of the bat? What? Only Aykroyd could pop off a line like that, and nobody fucking even, like, and nobody noticed. Like, Aykroyd is so in character as Friday, or as Friday. That's a really good underappreciated movie.
like I said, Shazam actually is kind of based off of Big.
Yeah, or vice versa. Big is actually could be more said to be based off
The
Shazam.
movie Shazam.
Oh yeah. Oh,
It's
definitely.
based off
But the concept of kid turning into adult, I think Shazam is pretty much the originator of that in modern cinema, or in modern storytelling.
So, that's why they used they used references to Big.
Right, of course.
That people
would get, or should get.
Should get, but don't always get.
Right. A lot of it's like an age gap thing, too, because there's a lot of kids in the 90s that didn't watch movies in the 80s, or from the 80s.
Right.
And there's a nice little generation gap.
Or current kids or 2000s.
Right. Like the modern era.
Like college kids and younger might not watch a lot of those.
Right.
All right, so we're gonna go straight to a lot of news.
Yes.
Um,
We got a lot of shit to cover.
there's 3 more shows that are for Disney streaming.
Yep.
That basically will end the Phase 4. And I'm not sure what order it is. It's She-Hulk,
Yep.
which they're saying the Hulk will
Probably appear in.
appear in.
It would make sense.
Moon Knight,
I'm looking forward to that.
and they got that title role casted.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it is, but he looks he looks like he could be Moon Knight. Like, oh man. And then Miss Marvel. I think that's the first one.
Probably.
I think it's Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel, Moon Knight, and She-Hulk are how they announced it out. At the same D23 thing, I'm pretty sure Tom Holland is not going with Spider-Man. If Spider-Man leaves.
Yes, he's contractually obligated to one more movie.
Yes, for Marvel.
No, as Spider-Man.
For Marvel. Yes, his contract is with Marvel. He said right here his contract is with Disney Marvel, not Sony. He was picked by them. He is their Spider-Man. So if he's under contract, we get one more Spider-Man movie, and that may be it. If it is it, I hope we might end up with a Sinister Six movie if Sony decides to be dicks about it.
Well, the thing is...
But he's not happy that Spider-Man's moving because he's been basically put in line to be the new Iron Man of the franchise.
Right. The thing is, Disney wanted the 50% of the...
Yeah, of the total movie gross.
And Sony doesn't want to give that up.
Right.
And I don't blame Sony. You make more money on the action figures.
Yes.
And Disney has the action figures.
Right. I honestly think the best way for them to solve this is to give Sony rights to all Marvel properties to make games out of, and give Disney Marvel the rights to make the movies the way they see fit with the characters they see fit. And I don't know why. I think that Sony's making a power play because they don't want all of Marvel to have all of Marvel for some reason, and I don't know why.
Plus, they're not going to get the Hulk either.
Actually, Universal is kind of wishy-washy. They don't want to make another movie.
They don't want to make another movie, but...
And they're not... If they don't distribute the movies, they're not making anything on it. If Marvel doesn't make a standalone Hulk movie, then Universal's not making anything on the character.
But they don't want...
I don't see them really fighting to hold on to it, especially considering Disney is...
Just reading an article on that. They don't want to give the Hulk up.
Really? Well, they better get to fucking making a movie and fast. A series, something. They need to throw the Hulk at something, otherwise in like 3 years I think they're going to be losing him.
But
I mean, even if it's a cartoon movie, they would still be something. Dude, wouldn't it be fucking hilarious if Sony's like, hey, we'll help you make a Hulk movie if you let us use Spider-Man in it.
But yeah, because Infinity War actually had some Hulk story cut out. That actually showed him become Professor Hulk.
Yeah, it pretty much did.
Infinity War, not Endgame. They had to cut a lot of his stuff out because make time room and shit like that. And it hurt his story arc because there was a three movie story arc.
That was telling the overall story of the Hulk
from Thor Ragnarok.
Actually, can even track back to the original Avengers.
But
no, Thor Ragnarok.
It's three story arc. that Mark Ruffalo and Kevin Feige
came up with
to help, because they didn't really care how the Josh Whedon, he did great on the first Avengers movie,
right?
But then
with the Age of
Black
Ultron.
Widow, the Black Widow story with him kind of fell flat. So they tried to put a three movie story arc. Anyways, going back to Spider-Man, Sony actually wants to put him in the Venom universe.
Mm-hmm.
And keep it away from Marvel.
Which would be stupid.
And once you do that, you're going to have to reboot him again.
Yep.
Because...
Or get Andrew Garfield back and pick right up where you left off. Because he still looks about the same, and if they do... I mean, I wouldn't be pissed if they did that because they left the trilogy hanging.
Right.
I would love to see Amazing Spider-Man 3, The Sinister Six, whatever the fuck they want to call it.
Right, I get that too, but...
I wouldn't be pissed if it went that way, but I am kind of pissed that they let Marvel and Disney get all the fucking shit in line to make Spider-Man the next lead in the franchise and then pull this bullshit.
Right. There was that rumor that there was a 7-movie deal made.
You heard about that one too?
And it's BS.
May or may not be.
No,
the source that it came from was the same one that said that the Fox that was keeping everybody abreast of the Fox Disney deal. He's an insider at Disney, so you never can tell.
But it's BS because even Tom Holland said no.
He's got one more and he's out.
He's like,
but he is under contract with Disney Marvel. So honestly, they'd be like, yeah, okay, take Spider-Man, that's fine, and then go. Remember Night Monkey?
Right.
He's Night Monkey now. Ain't that about a bitch? Oh, and guess what? He's got the symbiotic suit. Ooh.
Really, it'll hurt Sony more than it'll hurt.
Oh, fuck yeah. Marvel has a cast of characters so deep they could pull out anything.
Right.
They
can completely ignore Spider-Man from now on.
They could kill Spider-Man off completely in the third movie.
And
actually, if they're smart, you know what they'll make the third movie? Peter Parker throwing his fucking costume away and quitting. Make it that the very last scene of Spider-Man is just him fucking, I'm out. And just, that's it. The end of
do that in a short.
Right?
Just because of the ending of the second one.
Right?
From Far From Home. I'm done.
I'm out. I'm good. We're done. That's it.
I'm not Spider-Man no more.
Nope. I'm the new Iron Man. Dude, if they did that.
But it really would hurt Sony more because you can't go with any of his backstory because all of his backstory
is in the MCU. Is in Marvel's hands.
Has Marvel characters. Characters.
Yep. They're screwed.
Tony Stark is a major character in his backstory and can't mention him.
Yep. Can't touch it. See, Disney or Marvel, I blame for all of this movie fiasco bullshit. When back in '93, when X-Men got big, in cartoon form,
right?
Disney wanted to buy all of Marvel, let them stay autonomous the way they are, and just buy everything. Stan Lee said no.
Right.
And then they started going bankrupt and started selling movie rights. Instead of just going, hey Disney, remember that deal you wanted? And they could have we could have been 10 years ahead of the fucking game because it's the same fucking thing Disney pitched to them the first time is what we're getting now. But they don't have access to all the fucking characters.
Slowly they're getting
access. We've got access to all the Spider-Man now. All but Spider-Man and Hulk.
Got access to Hulk.
Right, they have access to Hulk. They just can't make a standalone movie without Universal getting distribution rights, which I don't see an issue with. If I was Disney, I'd be like, hey, you want to distribute all the Marvel shit? Give us Hulk back. We'll let you be a distributor name on and you get a third of
they're huge competitors.
Not really.
That's
Disney and Universal, not really. They have a lot of fucking.
That's why one.
Like especially not since Fox sold to Disney, because Universal Parks have Harry Potter, fucking Spider-Man, Hulk, Simpsons, all in their parks, right? So they're already in with Disney. Just finish the fucking take the next fucking step and go, hey, can we just become a part of the distribution thing, become a part of the production end, help finance some of this shit, get our fucking. That way we don't have to worry about the Hulk rights anymore. We don't know what to do with them anyway.
Right. So.
And Sony could do the same damn thing. Be like, hey, we'll help finance the Spider-Man movies.
Let's change the subject.
We get a benefit
for a minute, because we're gonna be
here all day.
All day. Have you seen the trailer for the new Disney streaming Star Wars?
Yes, Mandalorian.
I'm like, ooh.
I'm in.
I that's what I said. I'm like, oh wow.
They're backdooring a Boba Fett series in.
Yeah, kinda. It's not Boba Fett,
but it's his breed. And I think it depends on where they start in the series. Like where in the timeline they start, because they can start with Jango Fett and tell the story of Boba growing up.
But it's not. It's actually.
Or they could just pick right up at the end of or not at the end, but pick up in Jedi and just do a half-hour pilot episode of him crawling out of the Sarlacc pit.
I'm thinking it's after Jedi.
I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind picking up a whole new Mandalorian.
Right. I'm pretty sure the outfit's a different color.
Right. It could be we don't know anything about Boba Fett. He could have kids. It could be his kid.
It could be, but I don't know.
I don't see him having sex with Leia too.
I don't think. I
mean, there is only like one female in the entire fucking universe. So, well, there was.
Right. Until there was females.
In the original.
In the universe until. I think Darth Vader went around and killed all the females as well as the Jedi.
Right.
You're like, ah.
You're all done.
I'm killing all the females. I'll leave my daughter alone.
My daughter will be the only female in the galaxy.
Because there's one female in the original trilogy.
Right, and then she has a daughter. And that's how we got Rey.
No. I'm pretty sure
Rey's Luke's.
She's either Luke's or... the Skywalker is a title,
right?
Which it is.
It is.
There's other Skywalkers by title, not last name, and that's how. But Leia's never been a Skywalker.
No.
She was born.
It's a Skywalker blood.
It should have had the last name Skywalker.
See, I don't know. I feel ripped off out of this new trilogy.
A lot of people do.
Like, I don't mind it. They do a good job. It is very entertaining. I can't complain about that. But there were so many characters that they could have used instead of making originals.
Right.
Like, I'm so pissed I'm never going to see a fucking Mara Jade, a version of Mara Jade in the movies. Or Ben Skywalker, the fucking son of Luke. It's like, God damn it, no. Like, no. No, quit it. Just give me what I want.
Yeah, I'm thinking that she's actually his daughter.
Who, Rey?
Yeah.
I'm thinking she's not related at all.
That's definitely one of the biggest possibilities.
Like straight up orphan.
because she in the last one, she said that her parents weren't anybody special.
Right.
But
that could just be a misdirect. She could be saying that in the way of like not special to her.
Or
it's always hard to tell.
She didn't know, or she was given up to different people.
Because she was a scavenger who was left behind on the planet Jakku when she was a child.
Right. So, but she could have been given up earlier than that.
Right. She could have been abandoned by not her parents.
Yeah, not her parents,
but whoever took her.
Or taking care of her as her parents. And Luke is actually
right.
her father. Or it could be Luke had learned how to use the midichlorians.
See, I was thinking the same thing, but not Luke. I was thinking Vader. Could have been doing midichlorian tests in labs, then the fucking Empire falls. And she's one of the test tube babies that was...
Or she's a cousin. She's actually Darth Sidious's...
Oh, that would be a good one.
A second attempt with Darth Sidious. That would be a good one.
It really would be. I still hope Snoke ends up being Jar Jar Binks, an ancient Jar Jar Binks that is like his features have melted away from so many battles as a Sith Lord. Because have I shown you that video yet? There's like a 15-minute breakdown of like proving that Jar Jar Binks is a Sith Master. Even like in the original fucking movie that he debuted in, like it's like he uses the Force. I'll have when we get done with this episode, I'll show it to you before we record the next one. You will fucking shit, dude. You'll be like, I look at the whole prequel trilogy completely different now because I had to go rewatch the whole thing to go, fuck, they're right. They're fucking right. And even the voice guy for Jar Jar was like, I was really pissed when they cut the big surprise at the end of the third one, and I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? And someone commented, was he supposed to be a Sith Lord? And he just fucking bingo. I'm like, oh my god, fucking hell, that would have made so much more sense.
Yeah, but they used that in Robot Chicken.
I know! Because the dude that voiced Jar Jar Binks did the voice on fucking Robot Chicken and probably said something when they were in the writer's room. You know he's a Sith Lord, right? They're like, wait, what? How the fuck do we not know this? Because if I was sitting in the writer's room and the guy that did the voice of Jar Jar comes and goes, yeah, he's a Sith Lord, I'd be like, we're writing that shit in. Somebody write that in. It makes perfect sense why he would irritate Anakin as Vader if he's a Sith Lord too.
Yeah, but why did they bring Darth Maul back to never show him again?
Yet. I'm assuming he's going to be in this last as like the big bad.
No, that's Sidious.
No. I'm guessing it's gonna like Sidious will be taken out, and then all of a sudden you hear spider legs, and it's fucking Darth Maul. Because Clone Wars, the cartoon is actually part of the fucking universe too, right. And in that he has a spider leg, like metallic spider leg body that he was attached to his upper half after getting split in half. So it would make perfect sense that he would still be alive and be the biggest of big bads, like the Darth of Darth Mauls. But apparently he's not a Darth anymore. I think he might be a Grey. He might actually be the hero. Like join up with the heroes on this. You never can tell. Because did you notice in Solo, when he showed up,
right,
he was only called Maul. They didn't call him Darth Maul. And people asked the fucking producers, is he no longer dark side? And they're like, dark side, light side, to some it doesn't matter. And to me, I'm like, that's a Grey. That's one of the Greys that they talk about.
Luke Skywalker is actually a Grey.
Yeah, oh yeah. Fucking Anakin was technically a Grey.
Because he used Force choke. in Jedi.
Yeah.
And
that is a Sith move.
I was gonna say a Jedi really wouldn't use the
Force choke. They would use the Force push.
Right. That like I said, that's a Sith move.
Definitely.
He's actually a great. That shouldn't even be called Return of the Jedi.
No, it shouldn't be.
Because he's not a Jedi.
No, it should be Dawn of the Sith. Or Dawn of the Grey. That would make most sense, actually. Jar Jar. Okay.
Alright, so, picks for the week?
Yeah, let's do it. What do you want to do?
I was going to ask you.
Movies that you would change minute things in to make better. You don't even have to go into details. Just like this movie's good, but there's some small things in it that I would modify. Because I got a whole laundry list of shit like that.
Oh, before we do that, there's one other thing I heard, and you might have heard it too because something we both
are into.
The I don't know how you pronounce their last name. Wachowski.
Oh yeah, the Wachowski sisters. They actually just go now as the Wachowskis.
I'm like, that really fucks me up because
they were the brothers for so long.
They're talking about a fourth Matrix movie.
I know, I heard about that. I'm
like, wait. How can they have another Matrix? Didn't Neo die in that last one?
Yes, but as previously stated in that one, it's been done multiple times before. They could literally just do a reboot, or like a rehash of the exact same story, but with a different ending. Like,
and then, what's her name? I guess isn't in that great of shape. So she wouldn't probably be able to pull off some of this stuff anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Like, what the hell are you gonna do? Why making you a fourth one instead of just rebooting it again?
I mean, they could do a fourth one about Trinity.
Yeah, but like I said, I heard she wasn't in that great of shape.
She's down to do it, according to the rumors that I had seen. She was like, hell yeah, I'm in. Maybe to get her ass back into shape, she might need the motivation.
She's like, oh, damn it, I can't jump like that. I'm gonna have to fucking work out. Yep. He's like 25 fucking pounds. Right. I don't know how much.
I haven't seen her lately, so I have no idea what she's looking like.
Right.
Carrie Ann Moss. 2019. Oh, Jesus, dude. She's doing just fine. She'll be killing it. This is her, 2019, April.
Maybe 5 pounds. And not losing 5 pounds, but
putting on 5 pounds of muscle.
Right.
Yep. She needs more arm musculature. But yeah, she's in perfect shape to be. She could come back as Trinity. She could fit right into that costume with no problem.
She used more muscle to her.
Yep. But no, she looks like she's in fighting shape to do that shit all over again.
I said.
Oh, and no, Keanu Reeves is Neo. How are they gonna pull that? I know how. Did you watch any of the Animatrix?
No.
That's how. Somebody's gonna reboot the system.
Didn't he die though?
No. Remember they passed. He sacrificed his powers in the Matrix, by going to the mother brain thing.
I was reading. It's been a while, but I was reading that Agent Smith is actually the hero of the story because he's the one that took the.
He's the original hero. He's the first one.
What? And with Neo, he took over Neo's body.
Yeah.
So Neo wouldn't be Neo anymore. It'd be Agent Smith.
Yep. And that's actually from the Animatrix run. And in the comics, they did do a whole thing about how Agent Smith was the original one. And then, like, in the first run through, he was the one that sacrificed himself so Neo could live. And it's like, that's fucking weird. Because in the first run of the Matrix, like, not the movies, but in, like, the first run of the system, the agents weren't programmed as well. And the one was able to not manipulate, but convince him, you can save all of what made you if you sacrifice yourself. I'll guarantee that it gets rebuilt. And in doing so, fucked himself because they made better agents.
Right.
And that's happened, I think they said 6 or 7 times before? Which I would think thousands because of the video monitors of all the different times that it had happened being recorded.
But...
Or was that just the path that could be followed?
Probably the path that could be followed. Because it's been 1,000 years.
Right.
Maybe... I think it's like once a generation. All right, so you go first on your pick.
One movie I would definitely switch a few things in is the original Nightmare on Elm Street. I'd make it more abundantly clear whether Freddy is the bad guy or not. Because I've rewatched the movies and I've come across the theory that it makes a lot of sense. I didn't like the second movie at all,
right,
until I got into this theory that it's titled Freddy's Revenge because Freddy is not guilty. He was framed by the fucking gym coach. That's why he's the only adult that gets killed in his line of the line of people he's killed. There's only 2 adults that get killed. The mother, who's personally set him on fire.
Right.
And the gym coach. Which, the gym coach is at an S&M bar, picks up a fucking underage boy, and is getting ready to do some horrible shit to him, and all this shit fucking goes down. So I'm thinking that in those original runs that Freddy wasn't necessarily going to be the bad guy. It's like the Jason story, where Jason's not really the bad guy, he's a vengeful spirit.
Right.
Unlike Chucky, who's just a flat-out bad guy and puts his fucking soul into a fucking...
His soul gets trapped into
a doll. He does a black fucking magic thing to put the black magic ceremony to put his soul into Chucky. Wow, that was a hard one to get out.
And the movie still sucks anyways.
I didn't mind.
Just smash the fucker.
Right. He's a fucking doll, yo.
Right. And he doesn't move. He isn't moving all the time.
No.
He's pretending to be a sweet or
grab it by the back of the neck, because all it's gonna do is flail around at that point and chuck him in a wood chipper.
Right. Just stop on it.
Yeah.
It's a fucking doll.
Right. Exactly. So what movie would you modify slightly?
I want to go with Jurassic Park. I just think one of the things that I would do with Jurassic Park is actually make it more like the book.
Yes.
Where the old man dies.
Right. Because then the rest of the sequels would have made more sense. Well, Lost World could have been more like the book and been way fucking better.
Right. Okay.
Oh. I'm going to go with the new Child's Play. I finally watched it. It was absolute trash. Because it didn't have there was no Charles Lee Ray in it whatsoever. Had they modified it and made him the programmer, it was also a serial killer, and then programmed they did a black magic deal and did the exact same fucking thing, but at his computer and puts himself into the AI as the killer. It would have made a hell of a lot more sense than, it was just AI that went bad. Meh. Gotta give Mark Hamill credit, though. He does an amazing job as the voice of Chucky. He hits his Joker moments. He hits his Luke Skywalker moments. He's really good.
Speaking of which, it's not any kind of pick or anything, but with Birds of Prey.
Mm-hmm.
They actually casted right for that.
For the new one? Or for the original?
The original.
Oh, the OG was perfect, dude.
Because he played the Joker. Now, is playing the Trickster, which he's done the voice of.
Right. And good.
But they should have saved him to come in as Joker.
Yeah, they really should have.
I'm sorry, because he is the Joker.
Yeah. He is the best Joker, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, and
you know what?
Out of all the Jokers that have existed, he is the best.
Yes. And you know what? What's his name?
Joaquin Phoenix? The new Joker?
No, the...
or Heath Slater?
Heath Slater. He's good, but Mark Hamill...
You've seen in the comics where they've just have revealed that the Joker's not just one person, right? Okay.
I haven't seen... I knew that, because...
And the writer said he did it flat out to represent each of these specific Jokers. Cesar Romero and Jack Nicholson Joker is all wrapped up in one, which makes perfect sense to me. Heath Ledger Joker and Jack Nicholson, or Mark Hamill Joker are all wrapped up into one, which I can totally see that too, because they have that same very serious, fucking then goes seriously demented, tells a joke that lands flat, that to me they're fucking hilarious. And then the comic book Joker is in and of itself its own Joker as well. But they're all three separate entities that know of each other and work together. And to me, I'm like, okay, that I can actually see that working.
Right.
And it does explain a lot about the different Jokers throughout the comics and the movies and the cartoons.
But actor-wise, even if it's just voice actor, the best one is Mark Hamill.
Yes.
And...
to me, number 2 is Heath Ledger.
Right.
And third place, Jack Nicholson. Fourth, Cesar Romero. I haven't seen the Joaquin Phoenix anything other than the trailer, and I'm not sure he's actually playing Joker.
Wow.
They're titling it Joker, and it's a DC movie. But some people are claiming that it's a misdirect, that he's not actually going to be the one playing the Joker.
What wasn't Suicide Squad?
Jared Leto?
Okay. That's one of the worst Jokers.
That is supposed to be an evolutionary jump from the Heath Ledger one after he gets his face smashed in.
That's a horrible joke.
It is. It would have been great as a totally different villain. Had they not tried to put the Joker skin on him, Jared Leto in that character could have been made any other fucking name and it would have been perfect. But as the Joker was horrible.
Alright, so my second one. I don't know. I'll go with Thor: The Dark World. And there's a lot you can do with that one.
I was about to say, you mean you would just erase it completely and put Ragnarok there?
or put a prequel to Ragnarok.
Yeah. Yep. I would still have some of the same story beats, just to be able to get the ether involved and shit like that. But it was such a fucking dark movie that it didn't deserve to be. Thor's not a dark character. That first movie proved that he's not doesn't need to be dark. The comic books are never dark. He's fucking hilarious in the comics because he's literally an alien.
Not just that, but he's great in general because as a character because he's super OP.
Oh yeah, overpowered as fuck.
He could
physically overpowered as fuck.
He could take on the fucking Marvel Universe and beat them all.
Yeah, he's physically OP. Emotionally, on the other hand, he has his weaknesses. And that's what makes Thor such a great fucking character. Where Superman, he just doesn't give a shit. He can... Oh, something that would mentally stun me? I'll be there and fly around, deflect bullets, and stop explosions? Of course I'll fly around, stop bullets, and... deflect bullets and stop explosions. That's what Superman does. Where Thor would be Thor is the only superhero I've ever seen go into a depression. In the comics and in the they did such a great job of that in the movies. And the portion when he fucking gets Mjolnir back, and he just is like, I'm still worthy. Like there's it for a depressive person such as myself, it made me go, yeah, fuck yeah. You might feel like a sack of shit, but you're still worthy. It was pretty cool.
I've also read that Captain America, what I thought was true,
went and returned the hammer.
No, not that. Captain America was worthy.
Yep.
Back in Age of Ultron.
Yep.
He
knew he was worthy.
As soon as he budged it, the only reason he didn't pick it up was because of Thor.
Yeah.
Because
he didn't want to offend Thor. He didn't want to start anything with him.
He didn't. Yeah. He didn't want to hurt Thor's feelings.
Really, he didn't want to create a wedge in the team. Because it would have. Because they would have been like, oh, he's worthy. Of course he's worthy. And fucking, it would have put him on everybody's bad side. So they waited. And it totally worked. Like, the moment that it fucking snaps back to him and fucking Chris Hemsworth utters, I knew it! Like, I've watched that reaction a dozen times, like theater reactions, dozens of times on the fucking internet, dude. And the audience has the same reaction everybody should have had. Yeah! Like, because it's the fucking moment everybody wanted to see is, like, the shield, the hammer, and Cap all in one fucking fell swoop. And it was so perfectly done.
And him, Thor, I knew it! Yes, you knew! Back in Age of Ultron, you knew he could pick it up!
Oh, yeah, and you could read it in his face. He's like, oh, shit. Oh, thank God. And it's I love the moment when fucking Thor fucking pulls Mjolnir back and is like, here, you take the small one.
Right.
Like, it was so fucking perfect. I was actually kind of hoping Groot would have been one of the ones to lift the hammer and fucking blast Thanos out of fucking into orbit, you know what I mean? Boom!
Alright, so...
my final one, oddly enough, is Endgame. I wouldn't have stopped it where they stopped it. I would have shown Cap go back. And just, even if it was a montage, just to wrap up exactly what the fuck happened.
I get that.
Like, do all the returns, and then flash back to, like, them waiting, nothing. Shit. Like, if they would have just added that 5-minute scene, a 5-minute montage of him going back, like, Banner takes the fucking gem, disappears, boom, Captain America pops up, here you go. You know, it fucking Black Widow goes to do the jump, fucking holding on. You don't need to do that, we already got it. Here's the gem, bud. Hey, Red Skull, like, they could have done a whole other half hour of right. Him returning. They could do an entire, maybe that's the next Captain America movie.
I thought he was done.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like, his contract is up, but he has been talking like he wants to do more. And I could totally see them doing an entire movie based in that 5-minute gap of, like, where the hell's he at? He should be back by now. And just tell the entire, like, mid-sequence of what happened there. And have him have the final gem be, before he returns Mjolnir, the final gem be the fucking Soul Stone. And he gets there and he's like, oh, hell no, and just throws it off the cliff and fucking, I'm kicking your ass! And that's the, like, finally swears. Like,
alright, so
have him break all the Captain America fucking tropes and just be like, I'm kicking your fucking ass! Take that, Deadpool. It's just like, fourth wall breaks, everything.
I'm gonna go in the same vein. Yeah, we knew this was going to run along.
Of course.
With, I don't know where to put it, Endgame /
Infinity War? Oh, Far From Home.
Far From Home. With, I forget what they call them, people that got brought back.
Oh, the blipped.
The blipped. Okay. Explain a little bit more. Like, blipped people should have something on their license.
I think they actually did cover something like that, in just in an off line, in like a one-off.
The one line they mentioned in that was, I think it was Flash.
Yeah.
Was trying to get alcoholic beverage, and I want, like, Mary Jane's like, You know he was blipped. He's not 21. He's 16.
Right. Yeah.
But they should have it on like the IDs now.
Right. The Shield should have been like, hey, we need to do something about this. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if they do an Illuminati movie where it's Cap, or not Cap, Doctor Strange, Professor Xavier, Mr. Fantastic,
and
get Pepper Potts in there instead of
Iron
Iron
you said
Man.
About Superman. Another big difference between Superman and Thor. Doctor Strange can beat Superman.
Yes. Oh yeah.
But
he could just manifest kryptonite and be like, suck it.
No. Superman cannot. It is.
Oh, it's mad. Yeah, he
magic.
can't fight against magic, and Thor is magic. Like
Right.
magic and science to him are one and the same.
Well, Doctor Strange is magic.
Yeah.
He
is the incarnate of magic.
He's a master
Doctor
of...
Strange doesn't have to beat Superman. His fucking cape can.
Right.
Dude, I just thought of the greatest death battle ever. You know how they do the animated death battles? Superman versus Doctor Strange. The fight lasts 30 seconds because Doctor Strange just steps up, no cape, goes, ahem. Doesn't that feel a little weird to you? And turns around and he fucking Superman's got fucking Strange's cape on it, just goes and tightens up around his head. He's like, end of story. The other cape's just tight. Like you literally just tugged it off, left it on the ground, put his is already on him. The cape did it all himself. Like Strange had to do nothing.
Yeah,
to me, the cape is like the equivalent of the magic carpet in Aladdin. It is great comedic relief.
Yes, definitely in the movie. In the Doctor Strange movie. It was great. Comedic relief, yes.
Right.
Alright, so, like, share, subscribe.
Comment.
All your friends.
Tell your enemies.
Tell your frenemies.
Until next time, keep it random.
Peace.
Among worlds.